What's up, Cancers? This your girl Queen J, and what they saying, bro, coming to give you a quick little check-in to see what you got going on, man. Thanks for viewing my channel. It's a channel where we grow together. By the way, my name is Queen J, and it's nice to meet you, y'all. Listen, I can't come here and educate and teach a motherfucking thing if I ain't having no experience. So how you doing? Okay. Hopefully everybody has been doing swell. Okay. Connections. So maybe you might be, being kind of spirits. It's nothing like, mingling. I feel like you associating. You know how you listen, we all been guilty by association. But I feel like you got a little bit of duality up in that thing. It's like, work it. Yeah. You learn how to work that thing. So I don't know. Maybe you meeting other people that know how to work their gifts and shit. And they teaching you a little thing or two. You got to be a life learner in this thing. Uh you can't be afraid to be educated. Show me what you're working with. That's all I heard. So I don't know. Maybe y'all look for a challenge. It's like, listen, I can do a little something, something. They can do a little something, something. Maybe we can do a little something, something, or maybe we can't. But we're gonna see how we're gonna work this shit out. Okay. I don't know. Every day something gotta be different, y'all. I feel like some of y'all could be in a position. Uh well, you've been retreating too damn long. This what they say, they scared to come outside. So I don't know. Maybe some scared to come outside. But, hey, listen, it's the flip flop thing. So whoever been antisocial, it's finna really start socializing. And the people that ain't really, I don't know. Cancers get in that mood. They just gotta tell a motherfucker something. Tell her something about yourself. Whether it's good or bad. So I don't know. Hopefully you're doing the right thing. Uh, but I feel like the people that you've been getting these feelings. If it's time for you to stand out and say some shit, depending on what the scenario is, what you got going on. So maybe you've been holding some shit in too motherfucking long. Maybe you've been in too damn long. Uh, Maybe it's just time to come outside. When you come outside, you get a different perspective. So if you've been outside too goddamn long, it's time to go in. It's time for you to figure out what needs to change. Work on some shit. And if you ain't been outside, it's time for you to get out there and mingle in the world a little bit because you missing shit. Okay, you missing shit. A lot of shit be going down in the world. Let me see what this other one was. This could be the one. I know what I be talking about. You know what I be talking about. Let's see. We're not gonna make this difficult. We just gonna make it happen. Okay, like I said, I feel like you setting boundaries. It's like some of y'all could have air in y'all chart. It's like you in this position. Like, listen, I'm gonna protect everything that matters to me. So I feel like you let the person in the place that's doing the things uh figure out the degree and the manner that you're going to handle a situation. So I feel like what they said, this is not the time to reciprocate energy. So that means if it's negatively, that leave it where it's at, because it's gonna cause you to be in bad health because you know better. You get what I'm saying? I feel like people in positions where they in bad health, and it's like maybe it's something about the lights. You get what I'm saying? Step into the light, Caroline. People like, I don't know. I feel like people got the opportunity, had the opportunity. Listen, everybody got options. So I don't know. Maybe you got a lot of options. Or I just feel like people, I don't know. They just saying subliminal. So I don't know. Maybe this could be coming everywhere we go to see, we see the same hope. So I don't know. Maybe everywhere you go, you see the same type of spirits and different type of people that be doing different type of things, but they remind you of something. But I feel like this is no longer a place that you will be able to access, or vice versa. You in a place right now where you at peace with yourself, and people can't access this place with you. Something like that. So I don't know. Maybe it's just being in the position where you associate and having that duality, and it's like maybe you in like the standstill part of making decisions because it's like, okay, shit. Sometimes you got to go within and think to figure out, is this the best thing for me? Okay. And it's like sometimes you be back and forth in your mind, like, really, this could be the one. Okay. So it's like sometimes you can put yourself in bad health situations by overthinking. So I don't know. Maybe you in a, they saying mind prison. So don't put yourself in a mind prison, because I feel like you done got yourself, you rehabilitated yourself. So I don't know. I don't know what kind of bad health situation you had. Was physical, mental, shit? I don't know. Okay. I don't know. So I just feel like you just in a position where you working on something. I feel like now that you out of the situation, you can't be afraid to live life. That's what they said, you know? That's what they saying to me. I told y'all took a lot of time to think about how you want to do some things. Or vice versa. Somebody in a place that's doing things thinking like this towards you. I feel like any moves you make needed to be thought through. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah. So it won't be no drama. Nobody won't be fighting and all of this, you know. I feel like you are really going back and forth in your mind right now. Who's who, you know? Sometimes you got to judge the soul on their ass. Like, you know, sometimes you just can't look at a motherfucker and be like, your life is all together because you're looking at the flesh and shit. Okay? Sometimes you got to go back and forth. Like, I just ain't quite sure with it. You know? I don't know. Maybe you deal with people and they might push your buttons the wrong way or something. So it's like, maybe it's like that thing. It's like, energy don't lie, you know? But it's like people know how to manipulate that thing. So I don't know. So maybe you just like scared the fuck up, you know? Yeah, because you don't want to be in no drama. It's like I done been in places where I always been on the scene trying to go out, have a good time. It's like you can't go no place now without it being something going on. Tower moment. Yeah, it's like they said, even though you working on yourself, you still gonna be involved in some type of way in the matrix. It's how you balancing and ride the wave in between time. In the meantime, okay? I feel like you will figure this out, like retreating, and they'll let you know who the one. Whether somebody gonna make a slow offer to you, or whether you need to be slow offering to someone, or maybe you need this time to get away from some people, because it's like, you know, if you ain't too sure with a person, place, or thing that you offering your time, energy, or effort to, you know, maybe you need to be slow offering to it, because it's like maybe you recognize some of these things before, and it's like, you know, you just can't be a kind spirit to everybody. Like I just said earlier, shit. You ever had to hear somebody that you know was gonna betray you? You get what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes you put in situations to be tested because spirit want to give you more. I know what I be talking about. So I don't know. Maybe spirit want to offer you something like in the tangible, you know. But it's like people, places, and things. Sometimes you could be guilty by association, and you might be wondering why offers are being slow. So maybe it's a time that you should go within and like do some thorough thinking. They just said, because it's like maybe you wondering or asking God like, shit, is this the one? Could this be the one? Could this be the job, the person, place, or thing? Could this be the house? Is this person gonna get better health wise? You get what I'm saying? Are these friendships gonna last? Relationships gonna last? Is it gonna be full of drama like I was handed the last time? Am I gonna be indecision, going back and forth in my mind if I let my guard down? Like shit, you can't be scared to live. I'm sorry to tell you. Yeah, it's like thinking something over. I told you, it's like they said, don't be upset with a person, or if you was in a place doing things, jobs, putting energy into something, and somebody could not recognize whether you was the one or not. I don't know. They don't want me to tell y'all what's going on, all those tongue-tied things. So I don't know. Maybe somebody having a hard time expressing how they feel or something like that. It's like, and they need to just go within so they can, you know, develop shit. Mentally your mind have to be in the right place like before pleasure. You hear what I'm saying? So it's like you have to be fully developed before you can help develop someone. Shit, they could be asking the same questions. Is you the one? Do I need to go back and rethink this shit? So it's like, what you doing, where you at, and who you with? You hear what I'm saying? What kind of activities do you be engaging in? I told y'all was protecting shit. I know what I be talking about. Somebody bitter about it. Either somebody was cut off, removed from a situation, and it's causing somebody else to be in bad health. I told you, don't be getting in your feelings because somebody could not identify that you was the one. or a person, place, a job, whatever. You get what I'm saying? If a person got you misunderstood, stand on your word. You get what I'm saying? Say what you mean and mean what you say. That's why I said feel like somebody having a hard time saying something. So don't let a person make you feel bitter, because it's like, you know how people be scared to let their guards down, but they want you to let your guards down. But then when you let your guards down, then they try to stab you in the back and all kind of shit. So it's like you gotta, say what you mean and mean what you say. Like, if you gonna protect everything that matters to you, it don't matter what somebody else say to you. It shouldn't make you bitter or feel no type of way. Listen, my guard still stands, okay? Yeah, it's like you a great soul. So either you recognizing other great souls do the other time. I feel like recognition. When people come out of something, they start recognizing others and other situations and other experiences, and then you realize life is not as bad as I thought it was. So it's like learning to accept heartless people for doing heartless things, because they were once people that were not broken that became broken. So now it's like they don't have the energy to heal. So people that are in positions where they can heal and other people can't, they don't want you to pass them even though they don't want to heal. It's like for them it's a yeah, because you the fucking empress and got discoveries and ending cycles and shit like that, breaking generational curses. So it's like when you cut motherfuckers off and they ain't got access to you and shit, it's going to be a problem. Shit, now motherfuckers ain't asking no more what it costs to gain the whole world. It's like when you cut off access, people had time to go in and reconsider their motherfucking thoughts and shit. You get what I'm saying? Maybe cancer wasn't so bad after motherfucking all. Maybe I was the fucking problem. Okay? I feel like a lot of people probably projected like some energy. You get what I'm saying? But it was like you knew that wasn't your energy. It's like maybe you thought it was you at one point in time. Maybe this person was sending you messages in some type of way, letting you know somebody been having some dreams that either somebody else is going through some type of bad health situation. So that could be at any level. Somebody could be being shown this because they took in time to turn their back towards situations that wasn't healthy because they wanted to work on that shit, set boundaries and all kind of shit. So I feel like the person that pulled themselves away from the situation to work on everything, that's the one that's scared to step out and live because they don't want to fail. But it's like the thought. They saying the thought. So I don't know. You know how you could be trying to do the right motherfucking thing and it's just like, listen, if I know I get out here doing this fucked up shit, God is really gonna make an example out of my ass, okay? I just feel like that's the shit that you want. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know better. You know better. I feel like you know better, so that's why you being very slow to offer time, energy, or effort to shit that you know ain't gonna serve you. You get what I'm saying? I feel like you being real brave at the time, but people not able to accept the decisions that you make. It's like shit, you do everything out of love, so you expect the same. So it's like when you change positions and other people around you ain't doing shit out of love just because you was the chosen one, don't mean they ain't gonna try to bring you down. Like people that choose not to, advocate at the highest level, uh they still want to be a part of, like, that's like the people that seen Jesus coming through and they just wanted to touch the hem of his garment and shit. It's like that's how your presence feel, like greatness. So it's like people could be drawn to you at this time. Like, I don't know, maybe you shining so bright, you so talented some type of way. I don't know, you could have blonde hair. uh I don't know. Maybe people tell you all the time you done been here before. That's what they saying. I feel like you gave up on some things, and it's like I told you turned your back on some things. I feel like maybe even after you deal with the process, it's still the aftermath. So it's like I feel like maybe once you realize that you was involved in some bad health situations, maybe it came to you by surprise. Maybe you wasn't expecting it to be shown to you, and maybe it's like you finding a whole nother way method to maneuver. That's what they said. Yeah, you had to put an end to some shit. So it's like I tell people all the time. Yeah, like I tell people all the time. They want me to tell y'all so damn much at one time. But shit, like I try to tell people all the time, you die so many times before you physically die. Okay? So it's like you done feel that heartbreak so many times. So it's like that's why when people pass away, my condolences if you lost anybody recently. But when you pass away, that's why the average person parties. You get what I'm saying? Celebrates that time. It's not a time for sadness. So I feel like every time you die to the flesh in the physical, that should be celebrated because that's growth, that's development. You get what I'm saying? I feel like you in a time and place in your life right now where spirit is not gonna let you lower your standards for anything. It's like you gave up on it, you walked away from something, you realized somebody was an enemy, something was dangerous, no matter what type of messages you get from spiritually, whatever, about this person, you know what's up, person, place, or thing. So it's like you notice that even if you've been through hard times with people, places, and things, it's like you able to recognize these things now. So it's like you know better. So I don't know. Maybe you might be being tested because so many energies see your light. You get what I'm saying? So it's like with the light shining so bright, you know, when people are operating out of dark energy, they gonna be drawn to that. That don't mean they gonna have good intentions. So it's like maybe you feel this at this time, and it's like trust your intuition. Your intuition ain't lying to you. Don't fight with it. If your if the vibe ain't right, you shit. Listen, I must have quit. If the vibe ain't right, I must have quit. Cause it's like you gotta understand, Cancer, you a vibe all by yourself. So it's like when you step into the room, the whole, vibe changes. You have motherfuckers all goddamn stutter stepping with their thoughts and shit. Motherfuckers be wanting to fight and shit. So I don't know. Maybe you the type of person you could just open your mouth and say how you feel, what you're thinking, or whatever the case is, and it be a whole bunch of drama and time moments because it's like everybody ain't used to the truth. I just heard. So it's like sometimes you can connect with people. Just make sure you connecting with them for the right reasons, or they connecting with you for the right reasons. Because it's like if spirit telling you that you've been out with people too long, it's time to retreat. And if you ain't been out, you need to get out. You get what I'm saying? You shouldn't be going back and forth. But some of y'all separate from people in places that be doing things because it's like they could be thinking one way and you think another. It's like maybe you be on another level mentally. You get what I'm saying? And it's like instead of you being all in drama and shit like that, in tower moments, I feel like some of y'all could be in positions where y'all witnessing things with other people, but you just happen to be on the scene. uh Sometimes you do need a break from that. It's like you don't want to go putting your hand and involving your hand in some shit or saying something out your mouth or getting all involved in drama and have some towel moments and then your blessings and shit come rolling in slow. uh you will not fuck this up for me. So I don't know, maybe you thinking a lot of shit over because it's like you don't want to be in a position where that great soul turn not to be so great because it's like sometimes you can get with bitter people that be doing bitter things and then that shit just rub off. So maybe you in the position it's like, listen, I ain't trying to be bitter. It's like I'm gonna protect what matters to me. Uh it's like I'm gonna stand on my word. What I mean is what I say. You get what I'm saying? It don't change how great the soul is. But it's like I look at things different now. I feel like you just looking at the world different. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like it's beyond matrix things. You get what I'm saying? I feel like you had a lot of time and you done discovered a whole lot of valuables. So I feel like in the meantime, between time, it's like, yeah, people they say either people physical health condition or spiritual health condition or mental health condition, some type of condition that ain't in the best interest. You get what I'm saying? Had to come to an end. It's like you can't have be doing all the crook shit and think you gonna get the real shit and you ain't really put the work in the shit. You get what I'm saying? It's like spirit see everything that you think other motherfuckers ain't gonna see because it's always the saying, never let the right hand know what the left hand is doing. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of shit that y'all felt was undercovers and nobody knew about just because ain't nobody fucking seen you and ain't nobody heard about it. it's like spirit knows. So when you was in them bad conditions and you weren't feeling well or under the weather, or when you was going through hurt and mentally, physically, emotionally, and you had to die to the flesh to get yourself together because you got places to go and shit. When you had to retreat and get your thoughts and your mind and shit together and all of that, it's like, oh really? Okay. It's like I had it this way, now I got it this way, now I look at shit different. Uh I don't know. I feel like views, you get what I'm saying? So I don't know. People view you different. So I feel like you trying to view people the same. Shit, is you a motherfucking pest or is you a valuable? You get what I'm saying? Because it's like nowadays the way they say money ain't got no value. You get what I'm saying? Shit, nowadays you buy some time you buy it depreciates. So it's like I feel like maybe you in the position. It's like shit, when God give me a blessing, I know it's from for me. You hear what I'm saying? God ain't gonna give me no bullshit. So I feel like you in the position where it's like I ain't gotta fight about it if I know it came straight from God. You get what I'm saying? But just know that shit just as quick as a blessing coming from the most high, it can come from the devil as well. So it's like what you accepting, what are you exchanging and shit. You get what I'm saying? Uh People just can't be giving you anything. You hear what I was saying? You can't just be, sharing your light with everybody. I feel like you can cause problems by just being yourself and you probably just coming to fix some shit. I feel like it's problems either way. Cause it's like you know your worth and when other people ain't really up they like that, it's like they still in the matrix. So your job is just to witness. You get what I'm saying? You will know what moves you're supposed to be making when you're supposed to be making them. Especially if you got kids to take care of, that shit come in divine order. You ain't got time to be walking behind nobody or finding nobody that walked away from you. Your time is to put together what you got left so we can come up with a new creation. Yeah, that's where the wish fulfillment come in. But the thing about it is, what you separate, I feel like you separate from groups, places, shit, things, shit. People, places, and things. Because it's like, in order for you to receive something better, you got to get rid of people, places, and things. So if you want new people, you got to get rid of people. Shit, you want new things, you got to get rid of things. You want to go new places, you got to get rid of certain shit. So it's like it just come with it. I feel like you feel like a fish out of water. So it's like I want to go home. I feel like you don't feel like you from here. You know how you could just be someplace and you just be like, I'm just not from here. So I feel like you feel like you're not from here. You feel like a fish out of water. So I don't know. Maybe people could be salty because it's like you don't really give them your energy like that. You get what I'm saying? I had the time to think this over, and this is not working for me. So I don't know. Maybe people starting to appreciate you, being this leader that you are. You get what I'm saying? And it's like just off you being your unique self. It's like you bless on both ends. Shit. Hell is on earth, but you can actually live in heaven even when you living in hell because it's like you able to divide yourself, your energy, from the matrix. So it's like you riding the wave in there. You controlling your energy and all this and that. So it's like you able to feel like you in heaven before you get there. So it's like don't let nobody change the great soul because they bitter and they can't stand on their word and they confused and they don't know what their worth is and their values is. I feel like you be dealing with confused people. You know, you ever look at somebody and they do something and you be like, why the fuck would you do that? You get what I'm saying? It's just like age don't make a person mature. You get what I'm saying? Shit, people could be watching you. I told you, it's like with you standing on it, can't nobody make you fold. You get what I'm saying? It's like I feel like a lot of people folding just because you unplug the power on their ass. Listen, we gonna cut the whole motherfucking break off. Okay? I told you it's the light. So a lot of people could be being emotional and having regrets and shit like that just because you don't fuck with them like you used to. It's like I done discovered bigger and better things. You get what I'm saying? I realized this earthly shit ain't all what it's been planned out to be. Shit. Okay. So So I don't know. Maybe you could be manifesting some things right now, but just control your moves. You get what I'm saying? They said don't be letting people talk to you crazy. So I don't know. You know, like she can get real hectic with them gifts and shit when you be in them up and down moods. So it's just time, you know, you gotta balance that energy out because we got shit to do, man. We got shit to do. Yeah, it's like I feel like you move by faith through a lot of situations that people ain't really knew nothing about. So it's like now that you being free from shit, it's like you still moving in silence because you know where spirit's trying to take you. So it's like every time you ain't gonna have an explanation for a person, even when they come in and want to know why you cut them off. Listen, we've been talking about this for years now. You haven't got the picture. We gotta make some moves, okay? So I don't know. Maybe just like I said, people is gonna be attracted to you at an all-time high at this time. So just be prepared for that. Yeah, it's like people are not gonna be accept. Like people could be pouring their emotions out, telling you how they feel. It's gonna be a whole lot of that because when you wanted to hear it, ain't nobody wanted to say nothing. But it's like now that you don't really give a fuck, it's like they want to tell you everything. It's like I already know. Don't be cocky with it because your intuition don't wipe me down. Just hear motherfuckers out, you know? Because I had to learn that. Because it's like, I be knowing. Listen, you developing, you soaring. Shit. Everybody wish that they could motherfucking fly, okay? Some people just ain't made it yet. I feel like a lot of clarity has came in and you know what it is and what it ain't, you know? I feel like a lot of people that you really been having the time, I feel like they saying before and after. So I don't know what the before and after thing is. But they saying before you would take the time, you would be so considerate about other people's feelings, even when people don't give a fuck about yours. So it's like, let me explain to you why this is happening. So I feel like you in a position now, it's like, listen, if you haven't got the memo, I'm sorry to tell you, I have no energy to invest in this. I'm trying to heal myself. I'm a rising star. uh I feel like people are learning how to, they say put your money where your mouth is. So it's like people realizing that they just can't come to you sexually. They got to come to you accordingly. You get what I'm saying? It's like, can you feed the mental, energetically, spiritually? It's like, are you coming in to drain me, have me in indecision, a mental prison? Are you gonna be in and out of fucking jail? You know what I'm saying? Somebody be dealing with somebody that's like in and out of fucking jail. They just like tired of hearing what this person got to say. It's like, I'm just gonna lay this burden down. It's been some type of judgment. So I feel like people just tired of the same old thing. You hear what I'm saying? Uh Saying how they feel, and then you know how people say anything just to have access to you, but they can't hold up their end of the bargain. So I feel like you just lay that shit to rest. You get what I'm saying? It's like it's been a judgment. Sometimes you can't try to control shit that's outside of your hands, but I feel like you controlling everything you need to control on every level because you letting it divinely happen. And just because it's divinely happening, I feel like a lot of people are gonna try to communicate to tell you how I feel. I feel like you're gonna receive communication highs and lows. You just gotta be prepared for it. You get what I'm saying? So keep your eyes on the target. I feel like somebody keeping hope in a situation that you had to take some time to think over, but it's like it is what it is. I feel like somebody keeping hope in the situation because they didn't realize how abundant you were. You know, abundance don't always have to be money. You know, you could be a wise motherfucker and they just got the picture. Okay. So hopefully, if you like the video, please like the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. If you have any comments, please drop them. I'm out, y'all.